Welcome to Mental Health. I'm Robbie Stevenson, and today I bring you the vocalist of Altars of Grief, and they're kind of on like what you call it, Damian? They're not. What's going on?
A hiatus. A hiatus.
Hiatus. That's the word I'm looking for. Hiatus. Yeah, but also there's another band that he's doing kind of with called Subside, and he's Subside's bassist and vocals on that. Damian Smith here is from the prairies, the rectangle province, you know.
Don't come here. It's terrible.
Don't go to the prairies.
No. It's cold and it sucks, and yeah, we're miserable all the time here.
That kind of describes a lot of Canada, though.
Yeah, fair enough. Actually, you know what?
Yeah. Well, first off, we're already on the subject of the prairies. What do you think of most bands saying that they do a Canadian part of the tour and then just go to Vancouver, Toronto, and Montreal?
Oh man, you know what? Like, I've kind of gone through phases on this one because I understand it. You know, like when we have bands come here, the turnouts are almost never great. There's you know, like 40 or 50 people if you're lucky. So I mean, I get the logic, but it is a bummer. It really is a bummer because there's a lot of bands that just pass through here entirely, right? And I'm not about to drive 20 hours to Vancouver to go see a show, unfortunately. So
that's too bad. You know, maybe once teleporters come available, you know, teleport to a show.
Maybe. That seems dangerous.
Oh well, just because like if the Fly gets in there and then you come The Fly, like that movie, The Fly.
I'd give...
And
that could happen.
Yeah. Okay, you just glitched hard right there.
Okay, hopefully that doesn't happen again.
Your internet is now yellow. It was red. Yeah, I'll edit this part out, but yeah.
That's what I get for living out in rural Saskatchewan. We have
that's all right though. So does Stu Block somewhere in that province, you know? Yeah. Another band from there is one of my favorites, Into Eternity, so that's cool.
Yeah. Oh yeah, no, Into Eternity is great, man. We've played a couple shows with them actually, so
awesome. Yeah, Tim Roth is a shredder.
Sure is. Yeah.
All right, let's get down.
Yeah, actually,
okay.
Fun fact, actually, when I recorded the most recent Subside song here, I used Troy's bass.
Oh wow.
Troy from Eternity. Yeah, he lent me his bass today, and that's what I recorded with. So
Troy does a lot of the like Into Eternity when you talk to them on their Facebook. Yeah, that's Troy right there.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I didn't realize that. Yeah, no, he's a good guy. Very good guy.
Awesome. Yeah, because I'm obviously a fan because I've done a couple videos. Well, I've done the video where called Get Ranked, where I rank the Into Eternity albums in my opinion. Yeah. Well, let's get down to business here. Your bands are like basically black and doom metal. You know, is that your favorite kind of metal, or is that just what you're doing, and why?
That's probably my favorite kind. That's what I would typically listen to. Mostly like melodic doom metal. Like some of my favorite bands are like Ghost Brigade, Woods of Ypres, Catatonia, stuff like that. The black metal influence probably comes more from some of the other guys. I don't dislike black metal, but it's just not a genre that I've delved a whole lot into. So that's kind of, you know, the influence that I bring to things is more the melodic doom stuff. So
it's not that you don't like it, you just haven't tried it out a lot.
Exactly. Yeah.
All right. Cool.
And that's definitely, I mean, there's definitely a lot of great black metal records out there that I do really enjoy. So yeah, it's not that I haven't touched on it at all. It's just.
All right. Yeah. How influential was David Gold for you and his music? Because some people actually nickname the Altars of Grief album Iris Wood 6. And how does that make you feel?
Yeah, no, that is incredibly flattering. And I mean, like, obviously you get the comment all the time that I, you know, have a similar voice. You know, honestly, like when we first started, I knew, like, this back in 2013, I didn't sing. Like I did the screaming stuff, but I never sang, but I knew that I wanted to have that in the music. So over time, as I learned, I found that by kind of emulating people like David Gold, what's his name? Paul from November Doom.
Yeah. Okay.
And like Peter Steele and guys like that. I mean, I just found like emulating that sort of thing is how I learned, basically. And I mean, as I've progressed, I think I've sort of figured out my own voice a little better. But yeah, that's, you know, definitely the influences where that came in. So
awesome. Yeah, because as everyone here knows, I'm a huge fan of Woods of Ypres and David and everything. Actually, David Gould's mom's interview, Esther, this week went over 1,000 views. So I was the first one to do that. I'm pretty happy.
Yeah, I was one of those 1,000. That was a good interview, man.
Yeah. It was definitely, it was something else, you know, a lot of mixed emotions.
Of course.
And now that we're like friends on Facebook and stuff, it's extra weird because it's like, that's David Gould's mom.
Yeah. No, I mean, like I with the exception of like the limited reactions that I've had or interactions that I've had with her on like on the Facebook group and stuff like that. I don't know her personally, but she just seems like such a wonderful woman, right? And obviously still there for people who are, you know, were touched by David's music, right? So I mean, it's great. It's fantastic that she's so involved.
Yeah, it's special. I bet it really helps her out too, you know.
Of course, yeah.
Because a lot of times people the support peters out after a while when a family member dies like that, but like that's never gonna happen with her, so that's pretty cool.
Yeah, and it seems like there's new people always discovering that, and you know, it's fantastic. So
yeah, I agree. Well, let's talk about your music there. You're doing lots of cool tours back when you were in, well, not when you were in, but when you weren't on hiatus.
When it was an active band still.
Yeah.
We mostly kind of just touched like Western Canada and the prairies. We had definitely talked about going east and seeing what else we could do, but it never really quite got there. But yeah, no, other than that, this we went on hiatus before the whole coronavirus thing happened, so we didn't really get hit by it the way a lot of bands have. So it didn't really kibosh any of our plans or anything like that. So, but yeah, it's definitely kind of put a hurt on us now. Obviously, trying to put new things out, and you know, you're so limited in what you can do. So.
Yeah, and I read somewhere that someone approached you guys about releasing the albums on vinyl. Was that going to happen?
Yeah. So right now we're working with our label, Hypnotic Dirge Records. I think the current plan is to put out Iris on vinyl. The rest of them, I think actually the split we did is already on vinyl. It's like a 10-inch or something like that. And then the first one we probably won't do, but there's just been so many people who want Iris on vinyl. The only issue we had is just how expensive it was going to be. I think even looking at it now, it's going to be like $4 or $5 grand to press it. And it was just like, at the time it wasn't going to happen. Right. So like, we're not a big band. Obviously we don't have a huge label behind us. There's not a lot of money. So a lot of it is either funded by us or, you know, we split some of it with the label. So but yeah, it is
not a big label. You'd have to pay a lot of that money back, and if you don't make that money, then you're in debt, and then it's just like you're one of those fake rappers pretending you're rich even though you're not at all. You know?
Yeah, no, 100%. Yep. Definitely you can get yourself stuck in some pretty shitty situations that way too. So
yeah,
but I think working with Hypnotic has been really good for us because we actually were able to profit off of Iris, which a lot of bands can't say, right? So like we actually did pretty well for ourselves with that one.
Oh, wow. Well, at least something good's coming from it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because like clearly I love my vinyl. I switch out my records for every interview, and I think that's cool. But yeah. So in your lyrics and your music, there's definitely a hint of depression. Do you want to talk about mental health at all, or?
Yeah, man, for sure. I mean, I think that definitely with Iris, I don't know, because Iris was kind of a concept album, and we sort of riffed on things like addiction and depression and things like that. I think probably the heaviest subject matter that went into that record was the death of my grandma, actually. I hadn't really experienced anything like that. you know, I've been pretty lucky in my life that I haven't lost a lot of, you know, close people to me. And with that one, it was kind of like she died kind of halfway through the writing process. And I know some of the lyrics in there were basically just, it was kind of a means for me to, I don't want to say cope, but just process, right? You know, like, because you're kind of going through this, and it was a very new experience to me. And so, yeah, a lot of the lyrics on that one are definitely kind of about that. And yeah, just, I mean, general depression for sure. Yeah.
It really brought out the name of the band.
Yeah, what's that?
It really brought out the name of the band, Altars of Grief.
Altars of Grief. Yeah. No, for sure. And I mean,
you actually got to feel some of that.
What's that?
Now you actually have to feel some of that, you know?
Yes. Yeah.
But something I think like my grandma died when I was in like grade 6 or something. But all right, this is gonna sound really weird and everything. With my schizophrenia, I jump in front of a truck, and I've been saying this since day one. The ghost of my dead grandmother lifted me up and put me over top of the hood of the truck. Otherwise, I would have been like run over by the truck, right? If I went underneath.
Right. I have a weird story actually to kind of riff on that idea. My girlfriend works, or she used to work in a nursing home, and it was the day, I want to say it was maybe the day after or like that week anyways. This woman came into her office. It was a lady with dementia who you know was in the home. Okay, so basically what happened is this woman with dementia wanders into my girlfriend's office and basically just says, I want to let you know that your grandma Jean is behind you. There's no way that this woman could have possibly known the name, right? Or the fact that she had passed away. And she basically just said, she wants you to know that she's okay. And it was like just goosebumps, right? Like so I mean, I've always been kind of like I consider myself a skeptic. I'm not a ghost guy or anything like that, right? But definitely when you hear stories like that from people who have dementia or are kind of nearing the end of their life, it's very interesting to think about.
Yeah, that's really cool. That's like some Sixth Sense kind of thing, like
yeah.
Haley Joel Osment, but with dementia.
Yep, definitely.
Oh yeah.
Very weird.
Yeah, it is strange. Oh wow. Yeah. So is there like when did you start liking metal, and what was your like entry level metal bands?
I think I started listening to metal probably. Oh man, it was probably when I was like 11 or 12. I think the first stuff that I was getting into was probably like Metallica, stuff like that. I remember picking up Master of Puppets when I was really young, and that was kind of when I was first starting to play guitar as well. So I was pretty much obsessed with that one. After that, a buddy of mine showed me Hatchet to the Head by Cannibal Corpse. Nice. It was the first death metal song that I ever heard, and I hated it. I thought it was the stupidest thing I'd ever heard, but for whatever reason, it over time it just kind of grew on me. And after that, I think Opeth is probably like the first band that I got like obsessed with. And like all the doom metal kind of came after that. Like My Dying Bride was probably I think the first doom metal band that I ever got into. But yeah, so probably when I was like 12 or 13, I would say. Oh, that's if not
cool. Yeah. I like, the only thing I like about Metallica is that's a lot of people's entry level metal band,
I know it definitely opens up a lot of doors for people. I think the other one that most people give me a hard time for is Slipknot. When I was young, I really liked Slipknot.
Cool.
Yeah,
Kings of the new metal.
Yeah. Actually, you know what? I dig their most recent.
Yeah.
What's that?
They're like the reigning kings of the new metal because they stole the crown from Korn.
Yeah, basically, yeah. No, even their most recent record, I listened to it not that long ago, and I don't mind it. Like it's.
I still like the Great Chapter better, but
yeah, what it is, right?
The new one's pretty good too.
Yeah,
but it's back to the ripping on Metallica because I love to do that. I find it weird how like back when Kurt Hammett was in Exodus, when they used to run around saying "Death to the Posers," and now all the posers wear Metallica shirts.
That's kind of ironic, isn't it? Yeah.
Isn't it though? Oh yeah. It's like, take that, Kirk. I'm sure he can just use his money to dry his tears.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, for sure. Yeah, he's maybe like the one member of Metallica, maybe excluding like the bassist, but he's like the one member of Metallica that I have like, you know, an iota of respect for, because it's just like,
that's true.
You know, he's so chill and he just kind of does his own thing, and the other guys are, you know, billionaire crybabies. So
yeah, that's true. Well, I'm not here to just rip on Metallica, I guess. Like, I want to do a rant on just how much I don't like Metallica and how much I love Megadeth more, even though you're not supposed to like compare them anymore. But like seriously, the best thing Metallica ever did was make Megadeth. So
fair enough.
That's my opinion, and if you don't like my opinion, that's fine. You know, you don't have to.
It's your show, man. I don't. I got nothing to.
Oh yeah. So, do you have any? What are your future plans with your new band and everything? Subside.
Well, basically, I think we're kind of hoping to put out a 3-song EP at some point here. We've been kind of working on material all year. It's just been a question of getting the money together and being able to actually get into a studio and record, because that's been the other issue, right? But I think, we don't really have a timeline, so I can't even speculate when that will be. But definitely, just, you know, we'll have some shirts available here pretty soon, and from there we'll get the EP out, and I don't know, we'll just kind of see where it goes from there. But so far it's been great, because I mean I wasn't sure how people were going to receive the new song. So far it's been really good. So
yeah, I like it. Yeah,
for sure.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to plug or promote before we get going here?
Not really. That's pretty much all I've been working on. I know a lot of people are really anxious to see Altars of Grief get back together, but right now my focus is kind of on Subside. So
do you want to talk about like Altars of Grief and what happened there or anything, or no?
Not really.
Right. We'll just leave it at
it's kind of some of it's I mean it's not really that touchy. I'm still in touch with most of the guys. You know, it's just at the point where I was at in my life then, it's definitely something, when I look back at it now, it's like I don't really want to go back to that. So there's still some.
I'll just start some rumors myself. You know,
go ahead, man.
Like how the one guy banged the girlfriend, you know, and like
no, nothing like that. Not at all. This is all me. So
okay,
yeah, for sure. Yeah. No, I'm just I'm very happy with where I'm at right now. So yeah, I mean, Subside is doing well for me. It's given me something to look forward to. So yeah.
Awesome. Yeah. Well, I'm happy if you're happy.
Great.
So do you plan on doing any dancing anytime soon? Because I hear you're a fantastic ballerina.
Yeah, you know, you told me about that, and I immediately I could probably outdance that guy. You know,
I'm just for the people who don't know, I Googled Damian Smith, and there's this Australian ballet dancer by the same name, and he's actually got a Wikipedia and everything. So let's do what we can to make this the Damian Smith rather than the ballerina guy, Mr. Black Swan there. Yeah, no,
Damian, if you're listening, man, let's do it. Dance off. I'm gonna embarrass you, buddy. Sorry to say.
Yeah, he'll just be twirling, and you'll be like doing circles around his twirl.
Yeah, totally. Yeah.
While doing some aggressive metal vocals.
Of course. Yeah.
Is there any other way?
I'll just yell at him and scare him away.
Awesome. I'm very happy I could have you on here on Mental Health, Damian, and thank you very much for your time.
Oh, thank you, man. This is this was awesome.
This is the perfect analogy for mental health. All right? Boom, I fall. And then like the jogger comes up. Oh, that happened. That happened right in front of me. Do I have to care? Looks around. Do I have to care? Oh, there's no one around. Okay, I'll just keep going.